All right, it's Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You know the drill. Let's get right down to it.
Let's go. Let's go. Get something together.
Bring it.
Let's be smart.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Another run for Gibbs here. Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the boots right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
Here we go with Jamal Charles. Stays on his feet. Still going. Touchdown! Jamal Charles, 57 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Now the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They run it with a Hall of Famer, Eric Dickerson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He'll look to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
2nd and 10. He's going to try and do this himself. And he's got room. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Going to give it up, and he lost the football.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Now Barry. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes.
And now the rookie screen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 18 yards the gain for number 18. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A first down carry here for Charles. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 67 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Now Jamal Charles on 3rd down. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Kuhn knocks this one through the post, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get free and take some momentum into the locker room. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Back to throw. It's complete to his big target, Crumpler. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Second down and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll come up now, 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting
situation.
On fourth down, here's Pat McAfee to kick it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They run over center with Charles. Fighting his way through contact. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw caught there by Crumpler. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards. Makes it 3rd and 10. He's going to try and take off with it. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're going to try and throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Coming right, this is Charles. Fighting through, he's got space. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 103 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On 1st down, it's Charles again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Jamal Charles, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the...
Good game. Sorry we can't see the celebration, but undefeated season, playoff, Super Bowl. Good fucking